the Nintendo Switch is dead. No, seriously, it actually is. So, with a lot of people talking about it now, and it is becoming quite obvious that the new console is coming out holiday season of 2024. And with that said, your $400 OLED is useless. 100% useless. You can never ever use it ever again. It's just $400 in the trash can. Well, actually, maybe not. Well, with the new console being out, very soon, your OLED that you spent $400 on is, you think, let's just use every bit of this console as I can before the new one's out, and then have to pay $500 for that one, like it most likely will be. Well, the new console is, we have some information on it. Of course, we are hoping for a console that can outmatch the Switch in some way, make it much better than the Switch. And then a lot of people are saying it's a portable console. It's got 32 gigabytes of space. It can play Switch games, possibly, and maybe not. Maybe it'll just never play Switch games, and all of that money you spent on Switch games is 100% useless. But don't let that get you down, because your OLED, maybe it will have something to do with this whole mess. Well, with the OLED being, the next version of the Switch, Nintendo wanted Switch to have a better version, keep people occupied while they are working on a new one. Of course, they probably already have their hands on the new one. It's probably already out right now. They probably have it, in the works. They're probably, using it right now. Working on games for it right now. But the OLED has a ton of games, and Switch also, but Nintendo Switch in general, they've ported so many games onto this console, just to get rid of them for a new console is ridiculous. I think that they almost certainly will have a online transfer, and also the console will be able to play the card games from Switch. Most likely, that will be the case. And being that the case, all the games on your Switch you've already bought are safe. Phew. Because your Switch, you spent a lot of money on. Well, this new console could be extremely expensive, but it most likely will be at $400, or it'll be the same price as Switch at $300. And here's why. If it is just like the Switch but looks different or has some sort of new button mapping, it'll probably be the same as Switch, or maybe it'll be, something different, like a Pro Controller attached to a screen or something like that, rather than these crappy Joy-Cons that break and get adrift every I'm so sorry, I can't. Anyway, with the Joy-Cons, being that crappy, they could just make a Pro Controller Switch, heavy duty, maybe for $350 or $400, or, as I've actually noticed in recent games Switch is releasing, like Tears of the Kingdom. If you haven't played that, there is a device called the PuraPad. The PuraPad looks like the Switch, except for it's a little bit more metal, and it has a camera on the front. Of course, they had to add that so you could take pictures in the game. Or was it just for that? In Pikmin 4, you have a small little tablet that you're introduced in the beginning of the game to. This tablet looks kind of like a Switch screen, but it does not have the Joy-Cons. It makes me wonder, are they trying to put a camera on this new console, like the 3DS? It's very possible. And with the 3DS being successful, and, the Switch was extremely successful, why would they not just add a camera to this new console? If they add a camera to the console, it would up the value of the console, and they could charge $400, $450, maybe even $500 depending on the camera quality. And they could even add in better screen recording time, being able to record yourself up to like 30 minutes or 10 minutes, change the time like on Xbox. That would up Nintendo's buying for the console a lot, because a lot of people want to see something new, and of course we don't have any information saying that this console is going to be any better than the Switch, But what if we are literally just looking over the fact that Nintendo's been giving it away this entire time? Tears of the Kingdom and Pikmin 4 both have strange looking devices that have a camera on them. And with Tears of the Kingdom, more likely what it will look like being the camera in the middle of the middle of the back of the screen where the camera is. It could, they might have to make the Switch a little bit more chunky, which would give them also the room to make the Joy-Cons more chunky and better, just like Pro Controller Joy-Cons. So maybe this new console is going to look more like half Pro Controller on both sides for Joy-Cons, a little bit thicker of a screen, and a camera on the back. That could be what our new console looks like, and that would make sense, and that camera could be the big thing that is drawing people to this new console. Because not only can they take it on big car trips, to wherever they're going, or big trips to different places to play games on, they can also take this console and take pictures with it, and then share those pictures through like a social media platform. And then, of course, don't even get me started on what games are going to be on this. Let me just tell you right now, and of course you're probably curious why I'm playing Animal Crossing in the background of this. Well, it's because it's definitely going to be a launch title, guys. Animal Crossing, during the pandemic, sold like hotcakes. I don't even know how well hotcakes sell, but apparently they sell as good as Animal Crossing New Horizons. It sold amazing. Switch was a extreme console during the pandemic because no one wants to spend a ton of money on an Xbox with a bunch of, games that last you a while, then you gotta buy a new one. Animal Crossing lasts forever. Take it from a guy who has like almost 1,000 hours on this, okay? I love Animal Crossing, and I played it a ton, re-editing my island every single season, adding in new stuff, and then, they added more updates, and then with 2.0, I freaked out during that direct. Literally, I couldn't sit down that entire direct, because 2.0 added literally like half as much more stuff. And with Nintendo releasing a new console and Animal Crossing doing so well when they sold it, it is definitely going to be a launch title. That will be our nice, peaceful game for the console, and then they'll have a great adventure game, a 3D Mario game, obviously. And then with that being out, of course, then they have to add Metroid Prime 4 as well as their first-person shooter. But then, of course, we get to the fact that what is our online game going to be on this new console? Well, have you considered the fact that with Splatoon coming to an end, and that being like the best online game on the Switch, maybe they're trying to hide something from us. Splatoon 3 is amazing. And with some shooter games, they have a lot larger map and a different, perspective on things. With Splatoon being like cover, the most ink in this exactly symmetrical area, what if it's something different and less square-like? What if it's a more amazing, realistic cityscape, or like, a mountaintop or something that's, less blocky, and then like, your Inkling doesn't just swim straight up and surge, it can like go up the side of stuff and go upside down and ink and stuff. You could hide above people in the roof of a building and then drop down and get them with some new weapon. Splatoon 4, I'm telling you, could be a different playstyle. They're stopping this storyline, they're done, and they're like, everyone's like, oh, Splatoon's over, but just because they're stopping the storyline doesn't mean they're going to stop Splatoon. Maybe they're just making a new style, and they want to not just, it would be weird if like 1, 2, and 3 look all the same, and then it's like you get to 4 and it's like, what is going on? Everything's different. It's because Splatoon 4, maybe it's not called Splatoon 4. Perhaps it will be called something else, like Splatoon 3D or Splatoon Extreme. It is possible that Splatoon will get something absolutely different, and of course some people might like it and some people may not like it. Whatever way people like it or not like it, it'll sell good. And I think that Splatoon 4 is what we're going to call it for now, but this next Splatoon game is going to be our online game. For this new console, Splatoon sells extremely well. It's one of their best-selling games. It will be on this new console. For more information on the new console, I definitely will update you guys on all of that. Definitely, but, you know, just so you know, I remembered Animal Crossing. It didn't disappear from me, okay? A lot of people forgot it existed, and they're like, this is all the game's gonna be on the new thing. And I wait, and I watch their video. I'm like, where's Animal Crossing? I love that game. That thing it's sold great. Where's it at? No one says. I'm telling you right now, Animal Crossing will be a launch title. It's one of Nintendo's best-selling games. Well, it was. Until, of course, people spent 1,000 hours on it, and then they got bored. But, of course, with Switch dying and its new generation coming, Animal Crossing on this new Switch will be amazing, and I definitely might even make a video talking about everything I want for this new Animal Crossing, so stay tuned for that, and make sure that you guys comment down below if you have any disagreements or agreements on all my statements. And if you watched all the way to the end of the video and love Animal Crossing, make sure to put down Animal Crossing new console in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys later.